Dear students, in today's class we are going to discuss units of electrical energy, and in addition to that we are going to see the tariff and the calculation of annual bill. In general, for any appliances such as fan, refrigerator, TV, air conditioner or anything, we are going to have ratings that are going to be specified on that appliances. What are the ratings? In general, the ratings that are going to be specified on an appliance are the voltage at which the appliance is designed to work and the amount of current is going to consume at that voltage. And next to that, there will be a power rating. It indicates the amount of power that it is going to consume. In general, the power rating is going to be mentioned in terms of watts or in kilowatts, and the energy consumption by a device is calculated by multiplying the wattage with operational hours. So what is the power rating of the device and how much time the device is going to be in operation? The product of power rating and operational time gives the energy consumption by the appliance. Okay, and the unit that going to be used for indicating the electrical energy consumption is kilowatt hour. Kilowatt is the power, hour is the time, operating time. So power consumed and time, product of the power consumed and time gives the energy consumption. If a device consumes 1 kilowatt power when it is operated for 1 hour, it is said to consume 1 unit. So 1 unit is equivalent to 1 kilowatt hour. Now let's see the tariff. So what is tariff? The rate at which the electrical energy is supplied to the consumer is called as tariff. So in general, the generating stations are going to generate the electrical power and it is supplied to the consumer through transmission distribution. So for this entire thing, whatever the cost that going to be incurred and whatever the maintenance cost and operational cost, in order to bear all these things, the consumer has to make payment for the amount of energy that he has consumed. So the rate at which he has to pay is called as tariff. In the tariff, we are going to have two-part tariff. Two-part tariff is charged based on maximum demand of the consumer and the amount of units consumed by the consumer. So as it is having two parts, for calculation of annual bill, we are going to call it as two-part tariff. It is a based on maximum demand and number of units consumed. Okay. So the first part, based on the maximum demand, we are going to have fixed cost, fixed charges. The maximum demand and the amount he has to pay for maximum demand gives the fixed charges, and the number of units consumed and the charge for unit consumed gives the running charges. Running charges. Okay. So the total charges is given by B into kilowatt plus C into kilowatt hour, where B is the charge per kilowatt of maximum demand and C is the charge per kilowatt of energy consumed. So this B into kilowatt gives the fixed charges, C into kilowatt hour gives the running charges. These fixed charges plus running charges gives the total charges of the consumer. Let's solve a problem. Here a problem is given. A consumer has a maximum demand of 200 kilowatts at a load factor of 40%. If the tariff is 200 per kilowatt of maximum demand plus 10 paisa per kilowatt hour, then we need to find out overall cost per kilowatt hour. Let's see how to solve. So the data that they had given is maximum demand is 200 kilowatts and load factor is given as 40%, and for finding the fixed charges, the cost for kilowatt of maximum demand is given as 200 rupees, and for running charges they had given the cost is 10 paisa per kilowatt hour. So if you convert into rupees, it will be 0.1. Okay. Now the fixed charges are given by B into maximum demand, which is equal to 200 into 200, which will be 40,000 rupees. Now for running charges, we need to find out the total energy consumption per year, as we need to find out the annual bill generally. So total energy consumption is given by maximum demand into load factor into time, that is operating time. Maximum demand is 200, load factor is 40%. 40% means it is 0.4 into time is, for year we are going to have 365 days, and for each day we are going to have 24 hours. So it will give 7,00800, 7,800,000 kilowatt hour. Therefore the running charges is given by C into kilowatt hour energy consumption. That is 0.1 into 7,00800. So 70080, 70,080 rupees. These are running charges, and these are 40,000 are fixed charges. Therefore annual bill for the consumer is given by fixed charges plus running charges. So it is 40,000 plus 70,080 rupees. So we are going to get 1,10,080 rupees. This is the annual bill. But we need to find out the cost per kilowatt hour. It is given by, the total cost is 1,10,080 rupees, and the total unit generated are 7,800,000. Total energy consumed, not generated. Total energy consumed is 7,800,000 kilowatt hours units. So the cost is given by 0.157 rupees, 0.157 rupees, or it is equivalent to 15.7 paisa. Okay, this is how to find out the annual bill and cost per kilowatt hour. Thank you.